One of the questions on the defense that I want to ask you is who is in your mind, because like the biggest opening on the roster right now as we sit here in late May is that third cornerback spot. The Niners added Isaac Yiadom. There's a lot of people that think that Yiadom's going to have a real good year. He's coming off a real good year with the Saints, and he's big and long-armed and physical. Then I really like Rock Ya-Sin. I know other people feel like Rock Ya-Sin is never going to stay healthy enough to really be consistent. And then there's Chase Lucas, who was brought in as well. He's a veteran. They also drafted Renardo Green with the 64th pick overall out of Florida State. You still got Sammy Womack. You still got Darrell Luter. Ambry Thomas is still there. They've got good depth for sure and good number of guys they can choose from. What do you think, though, Coach? I mean, we know Lenore and Mooney are, 2-1, 1-2. Who's three on the who's the Niners' third best corner?
Right now for me, if I have to go sans the rookie, I would have
go
to
with
say
Green if you wanted. I mean, you could. I mean, a lot of people have him projected in there.
Play yet? You know what I mean? We haven't seen him play yet. So,
yeah.
Sans the rookie, I would say Womack is in the lead. He just seems like he needs more time on task. I really hope that he worked on his body this offseason. He needs to get a little bit bigger. If Samuel Womack got a little sturdier in his frame and could show that he could be a real problem, he could be a real asset in the run game, I really don't have a problem with his coverage skills. I think that he's actually fit for the position at the slot position. I believe that, truthfully, I believe that Demo found his home there, and we really should be looking for another outside corner. That's what I believe. But they feel confident with Demo on the outside. They feel comfortable with Demo on the outside, so we'll let him have it. But I think that he's truly special at that nickel position. He had confidence there. He plays fast. He's reactionary. He plays close enough to the line of scrimmage where he doesn't have to worry about his pursuit angles. And he's physical enough where Demo is the kind of receiver where he wants to get his hands on you. And at that nickel position, you can be handsy. You could really put hands on people. So I believe that he shined at the position, but all reports say that they're pushing him to the outside, back to the outside where he started, where he actually started the upward trajectory of his career earlier on. So I really don't have a problem with it. Now, if we're going to slot, the only reason why is that I believe Samuel Womack is the best position forward. He doesn't have his NFL body yet. I'm done on Ambry Thomas. That ship is sailed. He could leave in the middle of the night and I wouldn't notice. Right now, it would be Yassim and Isaac Yiadom that I would say would be able to fight for that nickel position. Renardo Green is in the mix somewhere, but I do believe that my dark horse is Darrell Luter Jr. That's my dark horse. I think that Darrell Luter Jr. really is an outside corner, but if he could find a way to get himself on the field, I believe that he'd be a true asset. He's big, long, strong, fights good in the run game. He's got good hands. I just think he should be an outside corner. If he finds a way to get on the field at nickel, that would be very impressive. That's my dark horse because I just believe that he's the best starter. I come from the position, and tell me what you feel about this, Larry, but I come from the school of you put the best players on the field, period, and then you figure out how to build your football team. Like, you don't come with a mode of what you want to do, and then you start pulling and pushing guys on and off the field. No. You put the best on the field, period, and then you figure out what is the talent giving me, and how do we as coaches and experts create a team, right? So for me, I really like Darrell Luter Jr. because I feel like he's one of just the best corners that we have on our team, sans the two starters that we have.
Yeah, I mean it's a shitty live stream when we always agree, but I totally agree with you on this one. I agree, and I don't even I call him a dark horse. I mean I think Luter is a big time, big body, long arms, very athletic, super rangy, starting maybe number one caliber corner who played at a small school. He played for the South Alabama Jaguars. I mean, they're just there's a big step up, and then he had some injuries. I really think, if you're lining these guys up and you're standing there, Mooney is the most physically impressive, but then Luter is the next most physically impressive. I mean, they in a lot of ways they look identical as
He looks
far as
so good in his pads.
they're
Doesn't
big
Darrell
and
Luter Jr.
long and
look
athletic.
good?
Yeah, I mean Luter. I mean, to me, I would rather leave Lenore inside but you're right. Luter's an outside press man corner. That's what he's done. If you want to play him in zone, he's not quite as instinctive. If you want to play him in off man, he's not quite as fluid. But what he's really done a lot of is press man up on the line of scrimmage. They've, at South Alabama, he played press man even when they played, zone opposite him
Zone, yeah.
or
He
off
was
opposite him.
exclusively press man.
He was press man up on the line, challenge everybody. And so, a lot of guys need development in that area, and they're more developed in other areas. He is super developed as a press man guy. So what I would do is I think he is the biggest talent. He's the biggest bodied guy. I'd start him and Mooney on the outside and use Lenore still inside.
That's
what I would do, because Lenore's a great tackler.
Secondary too. My secondary right now would be Demo at the nickel, Mooney on the outside, Darrell Luter Jr. on the outside, and really, it wouldn't even honestly. I don't want the kid to get a shot, right? It can still be Isaac Yadam or Yasin out there. We still can't have bigger bodies. So I like what they did at forcing the hand of the competition, right? Because Demo and Mooney are due next year, if I believe, right? So right now we've got the corners in tow to be able to ingest the blow of them leaving. But if it was my way, if I could do it, I would. If Luter fought for the job and won it, it'd be Luter on the outside, Mooney on the outside, with Demo at nickel, and my dime would either probably be Green or Yadam.
Yeah, and to me, Yadam's a little bit of the wild card because he is coming off his best season. He is a physically dominant player. I don't know how many people. I realize not a lot of people are in the weeds on Isaac Yadam, and probably never saw him before. But I'll make the prediction that when camp starts and when people are sitting in the stands and looking at it with their own two eyes, there's going to be this, hey, Krug, hey, coach, what do you think of Yadam? I really like Yadam. I saw him in the preseason game. Yeah, you're going to love this guy. Why? Because he's big, strong, long arm, dominant.
He's been around.
Yeah, he's been around, but he's now playing some of his best football, and he is a long, physical corner. I mean, he's not like one of these guys that's like, I didn't notice him out there. No, you're going to notice this guy because he's long and physical, and well coached. I mean, I thought he was well coached at Boston College. That's an underrated program. But I mean, he's kind of the wild card for me, and Womack as well. Womack's a little bit of a wild card. And I guess Renardo Green, we'll see. I would try to take a little pressure off Renardo early by just saying, you know what, let's go with Luter and Mooney and Lenore inside, especially since Lenore's so good against the run.